Well, hey guys, what is up? What's going on out there today? Brent Abel here, webtennis.com. Another episode of What's the Right Shot. We today are working on your backhand chip and charge. This shot right here. And I want to point out one of the big mistakes that we make that makes the ball float and just sit up there and really have no bite through the bounce. And I want to give you a couple things that you can work on to be able to solve that, so that when you come into the shot right here, it's going to be great. It's going to be really good. So here's the big mistake that we make is we separate chip and charge, meaning that we stand here, we play our chip, and then we look up and we evaluate the quality, and then we decide if we're going to charge. And what happens when we do that is when you're standing there and there's no real body weight coming in against the ball, is that the ball just tends to float and sit up over there, right? So instead, what we want to be thinking about here is that the chip and charge is a full commitment to the charge part. And charge doesn't mean, maybe that's the wrong term, but it doesn't mean that we're running through it. But what it does mean is that we're initially creating space, that spatial distance away from contact with our feet. So we're not jammed or the ball's not too far away, but so that we get to make contact right here where we're super comfortable, right? So here are the two things to think about to really up the quality of the chip and charge. And that is, number one, is we're going to move against the ball, right? We're already fully committed to the charge part, right? Meaning that we're coming in. So as we make contact, we're nudging our body weight forward against the ball, number one. But number two, which is really crucial to this, is that we got to stay sideways through contact. Or else if we open up the shoulders here too early, then we got to manipulate the racket more from, being a right-handed player, more from left to right. You get kind of an awkward side spin that typically, what does it do? It goes over there and sits up and just floats, right? I mean, it floats and then sits up. So the second part of this is we got to do the classic karaoke step with this back foot. This back foot slides in behind the front so that that's what keeps you sideways, right? That's what, at the moment of contact, when you're nudging your body weight against the ball and then sliding in that back foot to stay sideways, you get a really high quality chip, a nice high quality underspin that even if the guy gets to it, it's going to slide through the bounce over there. So those are the two things that you can work on. Let's add a third thing, which is, you got to get spacing first, right? Got to make sure you got that ball to your side where you want it. But you're going to move against it. Not going to run through it, but you're going to move against it and then slide that back foot behind you. And look, I mean, even if the guy gets to it, you're now moving in and you're in a much better court position than hanging back. So let's take a look at this in real time, just a couple times. And I want you to be looking for that. I want you to be looking for the spacing, right? Spatial distance away from contact, moving through it, and then that karaoke step right there that keeps you sideways. Look, guys, hope this has been helpful today. And if so, please give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, share it with your tennis buds if you feel like it. Certainly make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so every time I upload new content and or go live, that you are notified. And last thing, and just as important, love to read your comments, respond to those, your questions as well. Right down below in the comments area, let me know. Guys, it's time. Yeah, it's time. We got to get out there. We got to help another human being have a spectacular day. Guys, I will see you again next time. Guys, it is Brent back here with you. And look, there's an 80-20 reality when we play matches. 80% of the time we're not playing points. On average, only about 20% of the time during a match are we actually playing points. And if you don't manage the other 80% of the time, which is between points and on side changes, if you don't manage that really well, you tend to be all over the map with the mental part of the game. during the points. So look, I got a free video for you, and what it's going to show you is my exact 4 parts between points system, between points routine that I go through in all my matches that really helps me play consistently at the top of my skill level. Right down below, I want you to pick up this video if you have not yet done so. There is a link that will take you over to a web page. All you got to do is drop in a first name and email address, and you will get immediate access to that free 9-minute video. Guys, right down below, click that link, and you can get inside of it right away.